What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you 10 awesome tips in Don't Starve to help you survive and hopefully make your base a little bit better, and yeah. Okay, so tip number one is going to be, remember, you don't always have to base on day one. So I would wait to base until I found a pig village, a beefalo herd, a swamp, or anything else you feel is necessary for your survival. So yeah, that's tip one. Okay, so tip number two is going to be to gather resources. You're going to need a lot of everything in this game. So you might have a lot of stuff, and then you'll come across more of it, and you'll say, oh, well, I don't need any more of that. I have so much already. But trust me, guys, you are going to need it. If you don't need it then, you'll need it some other time. So yeah, do gather a lot of resources. Okay, so for tip number three, it's going to be you're going to want to make a shovel and just dig up a lot of berry bushes, saplings, and cut grass or grass, whatever, and then plant it near your base. So that way you'll always have an infinite amount of that stuff, and you won't have to leave very close to your base. So yeah, that'll be tip number three. Tip number four is going to be always be prepared. What I mean by this is always carry the necessary resources for whatever you think you're going to need. I always in my inventory have some food, resources for a log set, a backpack, a torch, and a lot more stuff. So whatever you think you'll need, if you ever get away from your base and then you for some reason you can't come back, I would suggest taking that whenever you venture out into the world. Hey guys, so tip number five is always be organized. When you have a chest and you're looking through it, it takes time to find what you're looking for if you're not organized, and that's wasted time. And wasted time in this game is death. So you're always going to want to keep everything organized. You're going to want have a chest for everything. You're going to want to have a chest for like miscellaneous, a chest for weapons, a chest for armor, and any other kind of chest you feel that's necessary. Okay, so for tip number six, you're going to want to dedicate days to just doing stuff. You're gonna want to dedicate days to say cutting down trees. Then that entire day you're just gonna cut down trees because, like I said in the last tip, double tasking is wasted time, and wasted time is death. So tip number seven is going to be in your first summer, get prepared for winter. I would say you're gonna want to at least four drying racks, a crock pot, ice box, and this is at least probably four gardens and whatever else you feel is necessary. So you should get that stuff early on in the game, probably about 10 to 12 days in. So yeah, that's tip number seven. Okay, so tip number eight is going to be prolonging the life of your food as much as you can. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to like say you have some meat. You can either throw that meat on the drying rack, and that would never begin to spoil as long as you didn't take it off. And then it would eventually turn into jerky, which isn't as good as cooked meat, but it's still pretty good. Or you could put it in the ice box, and then when it gets stale, you could put it in the crock pot and make some honey ham or whatever else, bacon and eggs or ham, I don't know. Any of those you could make with it, and then you could throw it back in the ice box. So you can basically prolong your food's life by a very long time. Tip number 9 is going to be on sanity. Now, for you newcomers, sanity is basically your character's mental health in the game. Now, when your sanity gets very low, you'll start seeing these like see-through kind of monsters. They're called shadow monsters. But as your sanity gets lower and lower, these monsters will turn more realistic, and eventually they can attack you. So I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of pretty good ways to get your sanity back up. So the first way is just picking flowers. Now each time you pick a flower, you can find flowers all across the map. You get about 5 sanity back, and that's pretty good because there's so many flowers in the map. So another good way to do it is to sleep in a tent or a fur or straw wool or roll. I can't say roll, blah blah blah. Okay, so then but you can only sleep in those at dawn or night, which is pretty annoying if you ask me. Another good way to do it is killing the shadow monsters or shaving Wilson's beard. So you can kill the shadow monsters pretty easily, and that will give you a decent amount of sanity back, but it can be pretty dangerous, and shaving Wilson's beard can actually be kind of dangerous too, because you can lose some health from that. But yeah, those are a couple of ways to regain sanity and Don't Starve. Okay guys, number 10, the final tip will be on health. So there are a few ways to regain health, and I'm going to be telling you guys about a couple of them. So the first one is about flowers again. Flowers are amazing. They can do everything apparently. So they gain sanity, and each time you eat a flower petal by picking up a flower, you get one flower petal. You can eat that flower petal, and it'll give you 1 health back. 1 health. Amazing, I know, right? Best thing ever. No, it's actually really bad, but if you eat 100 flower petals, good luck finding 100 flowers though. I guess it could be pretty good. So next good way, no, it's a horrible way, but well, if you kill butterflies and then you eat their wings, that's pure evil, I know, but for some reason that gives you 12 health back. So yeah. And then there's cooking honey ham in a crock pot, which just requires honey and ham, and I believe a berry. No, it requires 1 honey, 1 meat, and the rest berries or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty good. And then there's, of course, healing salve, which you can make with spider glands, rocks, and ashes, I believe, and that's pretty good. It heals about 20 health, and the honey ham heals about 40 health, I would say. So yeah, that is my number 10 in my Don't Starve 10 survival tips. Okay guys, so that is the end of my Don't Starve 10 survival tips. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe to Mad Monkey YouTube. It would mean a lot to me. So, yeah, I think these are pretty good tips. If you want me to do another top 10 survival, just tell me in the comments and tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it. So, yeah guys, see ya.